most important part of the puzzle to one-touching your opponents as Michelangelo is mastering the up throw Dair loops. These loops work on every single character in the game, even on DI out, up to a certain percent with varying degrees of difficulty. Lighter, floatier characters are the hardest ones to land this loop on, and they also happen to get out far earlier than heavy characters. First, let's look at this loop on DI away. To perform the combo, you do an up throw and then immediately run forward and do a full hop or short hop down air. As the bottom hit of the Dair connects, perform an air dash downwards so that the top hit will connect as well. If successful, your opponent will start falling diagonally downwards very slowly in front of you. At this point, you should be able to regrab and repeat the loop. If it looks like they might get out of hit stun before hitting the ground, you should do another down air, but this time only with the top hit. On no DI and DI in, the loop is pretty much the same, but since they don't go quite as far, it's a little bit easier to perform. Once your opponent reaches high enough of a percent, they'll be out of range from your light Dair and you'll have to guess their DI. If you think your opponent is going to DI away, you can turn around and then throw to force them to DI wrong. Against the light and floaty characters, you should be able to hit 1 or 2 repetitions on DI away, but past that point, it's already going to become a 50-50. Each character has their own nuances based on their gravity, weight, fall speed, and even the way their hurtbox shifts as you throw them. These slight differences can influence the way you need to perform the combo, and some characters will obviously be easier than others, so I definitely recommend you hop into the training room and practice against each character on all DIs. If you're just starting to learn the execution, then go with Reptar, since he's probably the easiest character to perform the loop on. Against characters that are sandy weight or higher, you can at least get them to around 80%. Each loop should do about 16% by the way, so that means you can probably get 4 to 5 true loops before it becomes a 50-50. Against characters that are shredder weight or lighter, you'll probably only be able to get 3 or 2 loops at most. Once you get your opponent to about 70% however, which happens at around 4 successful loops, you can start doing a running, jumping F throw into down air to continue the combo. As you're approaching this window, the throw into Dair is actually very slightly untrue. This isn't always a problem though, since the window for them to act can be so small that even if they choose to mash an attack option, or jump or air dash, you usually will still be able to catch them, and at that point, they're left without resources. To catch DI away, you'll have to jump towards them, and since the window is pretty tight on light characters, I always just hold forward during the throw. If your opponent chose to do no DI or DI'd in, you can simply react and turn the down air around, or pull back your drift. Reacting to the DI on the throw and controlling your movement accordingly is the hardest part of the combo, but once you get it down, you instantly become more deadly and you make the lives of the heavy characters a nightmare. When it comes to finishing a loop, you have a few options. If they're at death percent from one of your grounded strongs, then you can confirm off of a top hit Dair. This is a great confirm off of a jumping F throw if they choose to do DI in or do no DI at certain percents. You can also go for an up B at some point during your loop for either an easier confirm, extra damage, or added style. If they're at the ledge, you can also confirm the top hit of Dair into dash attack, and off of that dash attack, you can land a strong Dair or grounded down strong. Depending on the percent for each character, you can also just straight up dash attack on no DI and DI away. Again, the confirms you can hit on each character are slightly different. Light characters like April and Denny are already pretty hard to perform the loop on, and there's lots of windows where you won't be able to get a true confirm on DI away. Even at percents as high as 120%, you won't be able to get a dash attack on DI out, since their lightweight and floatiness make them fly way too far. That's just about everything you'll need to know on how to perform the loop and how to kill out of it. So get out there and start practicing. And don't forget to be creative with how you extend and finish your combos, since being a super sick gamer is what playing Mikey is all about. One last thing before you go, I'd like to thank you real quick for watching, and if you learned something or if you enjoyed the video at all, I'd super appreciate that you liked, commented, and subscribed, since it'll help the algorithm show my videos to more people. Nick Brawl doesn't have a lot of content out there on YouTube right now, so the community really does need your individual support to help us grow and be seen. Also, if you want to keep up with Nick Brawl news or information, or if you just want to interact with me, then you can drop a follow on Twitch and Twitter, where I also go by Tafar_. If you'd like to support me directly, you can subscribe or donate while I'm live, and I'll appreciate it big time. Or you can even book a session on Metafy if you'd like to get something for yourself out of this whole exchange. Alright, peace!